I think it's got a bit of a miss. That one. Definitely that one. So yeah, it was going well so far. Checking to see if that coil's dead. See if it's got spark. Cool. It's cleaned itself up. I don't know. Once I like held it and made an arc across the earth, put it back on the injector, it sort of takes 5 seconds for the computer to like try again, I think. I've had a miss problem before, it's a pain. Anywho, back to normal idle. We'll go for a drive, see what they do. So just adding another change while it's warming up, going for a drive. A little bit rich on like your half load stuff. I'm targeting a constant 0.8 at the moment, or around that anyway. It's 0.82, and yeah, I was saying 0.72, so I was I was off by a point. This is all because I changed how you tune on the logic. I'll show you on the slope for volumetric efficiency. It's called slope. So this is a graph of how much air is going in. It says down the bottom here. Air charge value using speed density calculation. It's like it's a divisor, I think. Yeah, this is a divisor. So whatever the figure is divides by this, and it creates your air fuel mixture. Normally this is via cam angle to RPM. But because this has locked cam gears, I am able to, with custom operating system of PCM Tech, I can make it via map pressure. Everything under here is in a vacuum. Everything over here is positive pressure in boost. And then you work it out from there. So this is, I've made this graph from some educated work from the original slope values via cam. It was right, it was correct at wide open, but everywhere else, I reckon it would have been a bit, yeah, all over the show, targeting all different fuels. So this will make it nicer to drive and gives heaps more flexibility with tuning, pinpointing our fuel spots. But in doing so, I've made quite a job of myself getting my fueling right. So that's the long version of what's going on and why my fueling and everything else is taking its time to get correct. We're also making sure that miss is gone, so while I was letting the car warm up to full operating temperature, that's what I'm doing, and then we'll suss the miss. So then, for example, with my changes at ambient pressure, well, I was seeing 0.81, which is exactly what I'm after, so I'm getting somewhere. Here's my point, I'm definitely getting somewhere. It's just time consuming, that's for sure. It's a party. Then to give an idea of what I'm doing, this will look like a lot of mumbo jumbo, but the one we're after is this purple one. You'll see it get highlighted, DLP one, see it get highlighted, that one. So the red is what we're targeting from the computer, and the bluey line is what we're actually seeing in the exhaust. So then if we cruise along, it'll sort of start to follow it like it is at the moment, which is good. Bit of a lean spike there, but you know, this is just what it does. So I think we're getting somewhere. There's a bit of fueling coming out of this thing. Just getting some dinner at some KFA, at a local KFC. Oh, I've lost it. Oh no, it says I still have the e-boost, and that'll tell me max boost that we've seen and whatnot. And I think it should say revs 57, yeah, and boost, we've got 27 pound. It hasn't missed yet. till it's real fuely and it hates me, but that's what I'm working on. So we're getting somewhere. Got to get it ready for this roll racing. I got roll racing in 2 weeks. Now, I've had trouble before. What am I doing? Using these adapters. So it was going from this US car adapter to EV1, I think that is, or EV. Yeah, I think that's an EV1. Using an adapter, I had these plugs on it. Where are they? Bam. I had these plugs on it, which would then plug into this, which would then plug into my injectors, because these are back to EV1 injectors. Bam. Anywho, you get the idea. You get the idea. My old injectors were US car, us car, whatever you want to call it. So I wired them in because I ran adapters. These things, I ran adapters. As you can see, these are the old ones. To go from EV to US. And these would always cause a miss. And it was hard to diagnose because it comes up with misfire. And it just turns the injectors off. It doesn't really point you in a very good direction. So I got rid of them. Changed injectors to 1600s. Back to the old original Falcon style plug. I bought injector adapters because I was like, well, they must be better. Let's try it. I'm wrong. These adapters suck. Don't buy these adapters. Doesn't really matter what the adapter is. Just buy the plug to suit, cut it off, solder them on, and go back to whatever plug the injector desires. Hooly dooly. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm fixing these. So I changed one originally. So lazy of me. Because with the adapter, it wouldn't fit when I changed injectors. So that's got the correct plug on it. All the rest, I've taken the plugs off. I've depinned. I'll cut these off. I'll resolder on the new plug type. This is not the misfire I was having at $5,000, I don't reckon. It might be, but I doubt it. But it's good to just keep getting rid of issues. This is just a misfire that has sometimes, and it's hard to diagnose, it just comes up with cylinder A through to F misfire. This one seems to be F at the moment. It was coincidental that I changed the plugs and it caused it at the same time. I changed the coil packs around, didn't change the miss, still cylinder F. So I'm changing these, I'm gonna go for a drive and we're going to fix it. Right on, new injector plugs in. That's a fun job. I wonder if I have a stuck injector. It's a lot of fuel.
Hold that.
We're testing with an everyday gold. If me injector's stuck, and it has to be the last one, doesn't it? That's probably a bit dark for you to even look at. No, is it working? So maybe it's not getting power to that plug that I put on last night. So now I pulled out injector, just put on the plug to have it running. I can feel it clicking. It clicks. And when I changed the spark plug, it was wet, which confirms that the injector is working, and I put the 9-volt on it. So injector ticked off. Let's just put that back on there. So something to do with this coil and the wiring to it. That coil I took from here, and this one doesn't have a miss. So we're just testing to see spark. Yes, please. And that one also had a little bit of sparky spark. Did you see it already? Yep. You're quick on the key, me boy. So just checked it with this cylinder coil. It, no bueno. What does no bueno mean?
Not worky.
Not worky. No more goey. Just nestle in there and we'll leave it. Alright, thanks, Lawson. Oh. No, unplug the battery. I'm literally trying to just restart it. Unless I need to trace that wire back somewhere, I guess.
Oh, heck.
See how we go. The battery's down there. Oh, I got a better voltmeter to suss a couple things, use it sort of like a scope. It's not missing, it's sort of fixed itself because it didn't want to get worked on. So I went for another drive again with the big girl. Battery low again, I've seen that a bit lately. And it's got a miss right about the 22 pound mark now. Like, it's nearly worse. Which sucks. So it definitely has a miss that I need to fix with not even as much boost as it has run before. I guess I might put plugs in it, I'll do some more reading up on dwell times and whatever else, the coil packs. So don't know where to go from here. I guess I'll buy spark plugs and I'll pop them in it. Take it for another drive. My fueling's definitely closer. It's still not 100%, but it's definitely closer. Anti-lag's working a treat. Just took me brother for a drive. It's dark though, so I couldn't really film much what was going on, or more fiddling with the computer again and trying to get things right. Unfortunately as well, some info, they cancelled roll racing on us. So next weekend was going to be roll racing. It has been cancelled, so I can't use the car, which I mean was my push and a reason to get this going right. So I guess that takes the pressure off that, but it's going to be a good video for you guys. And I was keen as to race my car, so that sucks. Wasn't happy with the outcome of last night. Still had a miss. I've talked to a few people, workshops on the mainland as well. Good help, Oztech Performance. Cheers guys, appreciate it. I'm going back to an original tune that I know didn't have a miss. I haven't changed the plugs, but I can't help myself. I got home, it was still daylight. I'm like, I should go for a drive and try it because it's been bugging me. Fueling seems good. Boost is holding, I think. Bit hard not on the dyno. It doesn't have a miss either, but it's a bit hard to just fruit and commit because I don't know what it's gonna do. There's the backfiring. So that tells me still backfires. I need to put spark plugs in it. Oh, at least I know. I couldn't not check these things. So the more we know. My car still has, I reckon, a mechanical misfire. Thanks guys, cheers for watching. See you on the next one. I'll work on the penny or something.